Hello everyone, welcome to the exciting session on profit and loss, which is one of the most important topic in aptitude. Ever wondered how business decide the prices, calculate the profits or manage discount? Well, today we are going to break it down in a super simple and engaging way. In part 1, we'll cover the basic concepts, key formulas and we'll solve step-by-step problems to build a strong foundation. So let's get started. Before we dive into the solving problems, let's first understand some key terms related to profit and loss. This will help us in grasping the concept easily. So there are three terms which you need to remember in profit and loss problems, which is cost price, selling price, and market price. Coming to the cost price is a price at which an item is purchased, which means that the amount which we pay to buy our product is a cost price. Selling price, the price at which an item is sold. That means that the amount which shopkeeper says us before we are buying a product is called as selling price. Market price, the price which is displayed on an item. Okay, suppose you are buying a milk packet. Let us assume that we are buying a milk packet and we can see a label that it is of 30 rupees. So this label is considered as a market price. So cost price is which we pay amount. Selling price is which the shopkeeper says, and the market price is the one which is displayed on the item. So these are the three different prices. Now we'll be looking into the conditions of profit and loss, which is if cost price is equal to selling price, then that is said to be no profit, no loss. Okay, for example, a shopkeeper bought an item at 10 rupees and shopkeeper sold at 10 rupees and we are buying at 10 rupees, then we say that shopkeeper have no profit, no loss. So if cost price is equal to selling price, then there is no profit, no loss. If selling price is greater than cost price, then there is said to be a profit. For example, if shopkeeper bought it at 10 rupees, but he is selling at 20 rupees, that means that he bought for 10 rupees, but we are paying 20 rupees for that, then we say that the shopkeeper have profit. If cost price is greater than selling price, then we say that there is a loss. Okay, shopkeeper bought it 10 rupees only, but we bargained it for 5 rupees. We bargained it for 5 rupees and we purchased for 5 rupees. Then we say that shopkeeper have loss. So these are the three conditions. So if cost price is equal to selling price, then there is no profit or no loss. If selling price is greater than cost price, then there is a profit. And that profit is calculated as selling price minus cost price. Profit is calculated as selling price minus cost price. The price at which he bought minus the price at which he is selling. So in this way, we'll calculate profit, and this is the most essential formula which we use in the further solving the problems also. So profit is calculated as selling price minus cost price, and the loss is calculated as cost price minus selling price. Okay, if selling price is greater than cost price, then there is said to be a profit, and that profit is calculated as SP minus CP. Similarly, if cost price is greater than selling price, then there is a loss. That loss is calculated as CP minus SP. There are 5 formulas which are essential in profit and loss. Okay, let us consider an example where the selling price is 10 and the cost price is 8. How will calculate profit? Profit is given as SP minus CP. So profit can also be written as SP minus CP. So now to calculate the percentage of profit, percentage means 100. So what we do? SP minus CP divided by CP into 100, because percentage means 100. To calculate any profit, CP is the base thing, which means that if we need to calculate profit, we should know at which price we bought the product. So the price which we bought for is calculated as CP, so that we consider CP as the base in calculating either profit or either loss. So profit percentage is calculated as SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. This gives the profit percentage. SP minus CP is also called as profit. So we can write it as profit divided by CP into 100. Similarly, how do we calculate loss? Loss is nothing but CP minus SP. Either we write CP minus SP or we write it as a loss percent. So loss divided by CP into 100 gives us the loss percentage. Percentage means multiply with 100. Okay, we know how to calculate the profit and we know how to calculate the loss. Okay, now how to calculate the selling price? How to calculate the cost price? There is a simple formula which is selling price is equal to cost price into 100 plus profit percentage. Okay, so SP equals to CP into 100 plus profit percent, which this is the profit percent, so divided by 100. If profit percentage is given in the question and the cost price is given in the question, then we calculate the selling price using this formula. See, if any profit percentage is given, add it to 100, 100 plus profit percentage. If any loss percentage is given, then subtract it from 100, 100 minus loss percentage. See, if loss percentage is given, subtract it from 100 and multiply with CP, which gives the selling price. If profit percentage is given, add it to 100. If loss percentage means subtract it from 100. So in questions wherever their profit percentage or loss percentage is given along with the CP, then we'll calculate using this formula. Let's start with easy problems first. Once we understand them, we'll be moving into more complex ones step by step. A trader buys a bag for 800 rupees and sells it at a profit of 20%. Find the selling price. Okay, a trader is buying a bag. Buying means cost price. So whenever we are buying, that comes under cost price, and whenever a shopkeeper is selling, that comes under selling price. Remember this helps us in easily identifying what is cost price and what is selling price. Okay, trader is buying a bag. So buying means cost price, and how much price is buying for 800 rupees? That means cost price is 800. And sells it at a profit of 20%. Selling it at a profit of 20%. That means that profit percentage is given. Profit percentage is given, which is 20%. When cost price is given and profit percentage is given, it is very simple to calculate the selling price. Selling price is equal to cost price into 100 plus when profit percentage is given, no, we have to add it to 100. So 100 plus profit percent divided by 100. Okay, cost price is 800. 800 into 100 plus 20. 20 is the profit percent divided by 100. So what it becomes? 800 into 120 divided by 100. These two zeros get cancelled and 12 8s 96. 96 and 1 0 will be extra added here. So selling price is 960 rupees. So when profit percentage is given and the cost price is given, it's easy to calculate the selling price using the formula cost price into 100 plus profit percentage into 100. So find the selling price means 960 is the selling price. A chair is sold for 3000 rupees at a loss of 40%. Find the cost price. Okay, again sold means just now we saw that sold or sell. Whatever comes under selling price. Remember S is yes here. So sell or sold means selling price. Selling price given is 3000 and the loss percentage is given. Loss percentage is 40 and they're asking us to find the cost price. Same formula which we use for selling price we use. Selling price equals to CP into when loss percentage is given, what we do? We subtract from 100. 100 minus loss percent divided by 100. Okay, now we have to calculate the CP. SP is given which is 3000. 3000 equals to CP into 100 minus 40 which becomes 60. So 60 divided by 100. 0 0 gets cancelled. 6 1s are 6 and 6 5s 30. 2 zeros here. So 500 equals to CP divided by 10. This when cross multiplied, CP becomes 5000. So very simple to calculate the CP when loss percentage is given and selling price is given. Whenever a selling price or a cost price is given along with either profit percentage or loss percentage, the simple formula which we use is selling price equals to cost price into 100 plus or minus profit or loss percentage divided by 100. So you must remember this formula to calculate any question of profit and loss questions. A book is bought for 500 rupees and sold for 650 rupees. Find the profit percentage. Okay, so book is bought. Buying means cost price, which is for 500 rupees. We bought a book for 500 rupees. We bought a book and we sold it for 650 rupees. So SP is greater than CP. SP is greater than CP. Then we say that there is of course a profit percentage. Whenever a selling price is greater than cost price, then we say that there is a profit. So we bought book at 500 rupees and we are selling it at 650 rupees. That means we have a profit. And they're asking to find out the profit percentage. Okay, percentage means into 100. How will calculate profit? Profit is SP minus CP. Selling price minus cost price, which is 650 minus 500. What will be the answer? 0, 5 here and 1 here. So 150 rupees is our profit. But we need to find percentage. Profit percentage equals to profit divided by CP into 100. So that is profit is 150. So 150 divided by CP is 500. 500 into 100. 2 zeros get cancelled. 5 1s 5, 5 3s 15 and 0. So profit percentage is 30%. So very easy, right? Profit and loss is actually easy, but many of the people think the most difficult topic of aptitude is profit and loss. So when CP is given and when SP is given, finding the profit percentage is very much easy. Moving to the next question. A sofa set costs 18,000 but is sold for 16,000. Find the loss percentage. Okay. In general, the price of sofa is 18,000. But that is sold. Sold means selling price. Selling price is 16,000. Okay. Which means that we bought sofa at 18,000. But due to some damage, we are selling it at 16,000. That means that we have loss. Of course, we have loss. If CP is greater than ESP, then we have loss. And they're asking us to find the loss percentage. We know how to calculate loss. Loss is equals to CP minus SP. CP is 18,000 and SP is 16,000. When we subtract, we get the loss. Loss is 8 minus 6, which is 2. So 2,000 is our loss. But to calculate into percentage, what we do? Loss percentage is equal to loss divided by CP into 100. The loss is 2,000 and the cost price is 18,000 into 100. So these three zeros get cancelled. 2 ones 2, 2 nines 18. That means that 100 divided by 9. 9 ones 9, 9 ones are 9, and the 1 is remainder. Again 9 ones 9, again remainder will be 1. So that becomes 1.111 something. So loss percentage is 11.11%. Loss percentage is 11.11%. Remember that when CP is greater than SP, there is a loss. To convert into loss percentage, we multiply with 100. Moving to the next question. If cost price is 25% of selling price, then what is the profit percentage? Okay, so cost price is given. That means that cost price is 25% of SP. So that means that SP is not given. So in profit and loss problems, we'll assume that it is of 100. If any value is not given, we have to consider it at 100. Don't consider X and Y, which becomes a complex thing. So let us consider that SP is 100. Then what CP will become now? CP is 25% of 100. So 25 divided by 100 into 100. 25%. Percent means 100. 25 divided by 100 of SP. SP is 100. So of SP is into 100. 100 gets cancelled and CP is 25 and SP is 100. Now it is very easy to calculate the profit percentage. So we'll calculate profit first. Profit is SP minus CP, which is 100 minus 25. That is 75. Now to calculate the profit percentage, profit divided by CP into 100. 25 ones 25, 25 fours 100. So that means 75 into 4 is the profit percentage, which is 300. So the profit percentage is 300. Whenever a value is not given, consider it as 100. Don't consider it as X and Y. So cost price is given, which is saying that indirectly it is 25% of selling price. But selling price is not given. So consider it as 100. And from 100, we can easily calculate 25% of 100. So if we know that CP and SP, we can calculate the profit. When we know profit, is very easy to calculate the profit percentage. If selling price is doubled, the profit triples. Find the original profit. Okay, selling price is doubled and profit is tripled. That means there is no selling price given, no cost price given. Now, when nothing is given, that means when no value is given, now we have to consider as X and Y. So let us say that cost price is X and selling price is Y. They are saying that profit is triple and selling price is double. What is profit? Profit is SP minus CP. That means SP is Y and CP is X. Y minus X is profit. But profit is triple. That means 3 times of Y minus X. This is profit. And selling price is doubled. Initially selling price is Y. Now it became 2Y. Now what profit becomes? 2Y minus X is profit. This is one equation. This is another equation. So when equating 1 and 2, what we get? 3 into Y minus X equals to 2Y minus X. So that means 3Y minus 3X equals to 2Y minus X. When this Y come to this side, what we get? 3Y minus 2Y, which is Y. When this 3X moves to this side, it becomes plus 3X, and plus 3X minus X becomes 2X. Y equals to 2X. That means that selling price now became 2X and the cost price is X. Okay, let me write again. Cost price is X only and selling price became 2X. Now, what we need to calculate? We need to find the profit percentage. We know how to calculate profit percentage, which is SP minus CP divided by CP into 100. SP minus CP. SP is 2X and CP is X divided by CP is X into 100. 2X minus X becomes X. X divided by X into 100%. So when X and X get cancelled, the answer is 100%. The original profit percentage is 100%. So when one value is given and the other value is not given, consider that as 100. When no value is given, then consider them as X and Y and solve the equations respectively. Okay, before starting this question, I would like to discuss about a point. See, for suppose I bought an item at 100 rupees, but I want to sell that. Even though when I want to sell that, I would like to have 20% profit. If I want 20% profit, at which price I will sell that? at 120 rupees I will sell that, so that I'll be having 20% as profit. See, whenever there is a base of 100 and if any profit or loss percent is given, we can simply add it or we can simply subtract it. When loss percentage is given, then we'll get the answer. Suppose if I bought it as at 750 rupees and I want 20%, what I should say? I have to calculate it. Whenever if there is a base of 100 and 20%, I can simply say that I can sell it at 120 rupees. So for any question, if you want a simple calculation, make base as 100. Make base as 100 and then we can easily calculate or perform any calculation. So if I buy at 100 rupees and I want to sell that, even though if I sell that, I should have to get 20% profit. Then at what price I can sell? I can sell at 120 rupees, so that I have 20% of profit. So for everything, make base as 100, so that you'll be easily calculating the problems. Okay, coming to the problem, a person buy 2 pens for 500 rupees each. So he bought 2 pens, pen 1, pen 2, and each he bought at 500 rupees. He is buying. When he is buying, it is considered as cost price. So cost price of each pen is 500. So 500 rupees is for pen 1, 500 rupees is for pen 2. And he sells the first pen at 20% profit. Okay, the selling price is not mentioned in rupees, it is mentioned in percentage. The first one is of 20% profit. 20% of profit. And the second one at 10% loss. Okay, second pen is sold at 10% loss. Find the overall profit or loss. We have to find whether there is a profit or whether there is a loss occurred when selling the pens at 20% profit one and the other at 10% loss. Okay, what we'll do, we'll find out the selling price in amount. So if we can easily find out the selling price in amount, we have CP and we have SP. We can easily calculate whether there is a profit or loss. Okay, we know how to calculate SP in amount, which is SP equals to CP into, there is a profit percentage. So he added to 100. 100 plus 20 becomes 120 divided by 100. CP is 500 here, right? So 500. Two zeros get cancelled and 12 5s are 60. And one more zero here. So SP for the pen 1 is 600 rupees. Similarly for pen 2, SP is cost price, which is 500. And there is a loss, which means 100 minus 10, which is 90. 90 divided by 100. Two zeros get cancelled. And 5 9s 45 and 1 0. So cost price for pen 1 is 500, which means that I bought pen for 500 rupees. But I am selling it at 600 rupees. That means that there is a profit on this. And for pen 2, cost price is 500, but I am selling it at 450. That means I have loss. Okay, now we'll calculate the total cost price and the total SP. See, remember we have cost price as 500 plus 500, which gives 1000. The total amount at which I bought 2 pens is 1000. And the total SP is 600 plus 450. 600 plus 450, which gives me 1050. So initially I bought both the pens at 1000, but I'm selling both the pens at 1050. So as I did before the question, right, everything we have to consider at base of 100. So to make it base 100, what I can do, I can simply calculate, cancel the last 2 zeros. So what I have, initially I bought it 100 and I'm selling it 105. So what is the profit or loss? So I can easily say that this is CP and this is SP. If SP is greater than CP, we have profit. That means that I have profit of how much? There is 5 difference. That means 5% profit. So the total all profit percentage is 5% profit. A person sells 2 pens at same price. Okay, previous question is about the person who bought, which means that we have CPs. But now this person is selling 2 pens at same price. So here SP is given. Selling 2 pens at the same price, and from one he gains 20% profit and from other he get the 20% loss. Find the profit or loss percent. Okay, there are 2 pens here, P1 and P2, and they didn't give the actual price, but he is saying that there is a 20% profit on P1 and there is a 20% profit on P2. See, whenever if article is sold at same price, if article is sold at same price, For X% profit and X% loss, if two articles are sold at same price, if X% profit then X% loss, we say that there is a loss. There is loss. And to calculate this loss, we'll be sharing a short trick here. And to find out that loss, the formula is x square divided by 100. When two articles are selling at the same price and one have X% profit and the other have X% loss, then there is definitely a loss. There will be definitely a loss, and that loss is calculated by using the formula x square divided by 100. Okay, what is the x here? 20% profit and 20% loss. So x is 20. The formula which we use to calculate is x square divided by 100, which means that 20 into 20 divided by 100. This zero get cancelled, and the answer is 2 into 2, which is 4% loss. 4% loss. When two articles are at same price at one X% profit and X% loss, then there is definite loss, and that loss is calculated using formula x square divided by 100. So for this question, the loss will be 4% loss. A person sold 2 pens, each for 9,900 rupees. If he gained 10% on one and lost 20% on the other, then what would be the profit or loss percent in rupees? Okay, in previous question, what we saw that same percent of profit, same percent of loss given means we have a formula of x square divided by 100. But now there is a different profit percent, there is a different loss percent. How to calculate the profit or loss? Okay, initially that there are 2 pens, P1 and P2. Each were sold. Sold means selling price. Each were sold at 9,900 rupees. 9,900 rupees each pen. And on the pen 1, he gained 10% profit. He gained 10% profit, which is CP. See, we don't know how to, the CP in amount, but we know that we have 10% gain. So how can we calculate CP using the formula? SP equals to CP into 100 plus or minus divided by 10. See, we have a profit of 10, which means that 100 plus 10. 100 plus 10 divided by 100. SP is 9,900. CP we have to find out into 110 divided by 100. 0, 0 get cancelled. 11 ones 11. 11 nines 99 and 2 zeros here. So 900 into 10 becomes CP. 900 into 10 becomes 9,000. So the CP for first pen is 9,000. So I bought for 9,000 but selling it at 9,900 rupees. Okay, similarly for pen 2 have to calculate the CP. For pen 2 there is a loss of 20%. There is a loss of 20%. Then how can we calculate CP? SP equals to CP 100 minus, because loss percent is given. So 100 minus loss percent divided by 100. Okay, SP is 9,900 equals to CP into 100 minus 20 is 80. 80 divided by 100. Okay, 0, 0 get cancelled. And 2 fours 8, 2 5s are 100. So that means that 9,900 into 5 divided by 4. So when I divide with this 100 with 4, what I get? 4 ones 4 and 4 25s are 100. So that means that 99 into 25 into 5, which is 125. 99 into 125 becomes 12375. So this is the CP of the second pen. So total SP is 9,900 plus 9,900, which is 19,800. 800, sorry. And the total CP is 9,000 plus 1,02375, which becomes 21375. So this is the total SP. This is the total CP. See, CP is greater than SP here. So that means that there is a loss. And they're asking us to find the loss in rupees. If we want to calculate loss in percentage, we have to find out the loss and then that loss into 100. But here we no need to find the loss percent. We just have to find out how much the loss happened in rupees. We know that there is a loss. To calculate the loss, we simply subtract from CP from SP. 21375 minus 19,800, which is equal to 1,575. So this is the loss in rupees. So for this question, there is a loss and the loss in rupees is 1,575. So when different profit and different loss is given, we'll solve the problem using calculating the CPs and calculating SP. Based on the total amount, we'll calculate whether it is profit or loss. When there is the same profit and same loss given, we'll calculate using the formula x square divided by 100. So these are the different models which we can see in profit and loss questions. Yeah, that's all for the part 1 of our profit and loss series. We have covered the fundamental concepts, formulas, and solved some interesting problems. But wait, we are not done yet. In part 2, we'll take the things to the next level with real life scenarios, tricky exam questions, and shortcuts to solve the problems faster. So don't miss it out. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the part 2.